Good Friday morning, everyone. We have a wonderful crowd with us here at Food City on State of Franklin Road in Johnson City as we're underway with our big Thanksgiving special here with Food City. Chris McIntosh, Amy Lynn, and Kevin Stafford from Food City joining you this morning. We picked up an extra anchor this morning.
We did, absolutely. Brought you in right away because we're so excited. What a great crowd today. The snow didn't scare anybody.
That didn't scare anybody, didn't scare you guys.
No, we're all here.
We're all here, and man, it feels like Thanksgiving, feels like Christmas, just in time.
In time.
We had summer up until about
yesterday.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, pretty much. Short sleeves and shorts.
Yep.
And now we can add our winter coats.
It's good. It feels like Thanksgiving.
It does.
And food cities all across our region are ready for Thanksgiving, aren't they?
Yeah, it's a big time for us. Obviously, from today through Thursday, really, we are locked and loaded, and I feel like we've got a lot of things that people are going to have. We're going to make the holidays easy for people, and that's what it's all about. And our teams have worked really hard, and we just get excited about this time of year. We had a great call yesterday with some of our leadership team, and they are fired up. We got a great plan for this year.
And man, you can tell the minute you walk in any of the Food City stores, the red carpet is out. You come in, the stores are decorated beautifully with so many different ideas to add to your family Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and you know, I think that's one of the things you're going to see throughout the show today is just ways that you can make it easy and make it easy for people, and that's what it's all about. Whether you want to get all those items at the store, go home and cook it, or whether you want us to make it a little easier for you, we can do both.
What should we do? What should we do?
I know your call.
I do like when Food City does it all for me, because then you can enjoy your family and friends. But it is nice too to have those traditions when, you know, people are up very early getting that turkey in the oven and all the good stuff. And you've got some deals, whether you want to do it either way.
Yeah, and absolutely. And you know, we are famous for our 2-day sales, and that's obviously kicks off today and tomorrow. And so some great deals. And you look through there, it's hey, if you need something for Thanksgiving, if you didn't think about it, just check off and buy the whole ad, because it's all in there. And then obviously, you know, Chef Tony is amazing, and our culinary team, and what they're going to share with you this morning. Maybe give you some tips for the future.
I like that. Tips are always good. Yeah.
And you all are always involved in the community. You've got some great programs going on right now. You've got a food drive going on.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, one of the things I think that makes Food City so special is our customers and how they come together with us and help us to be able to give back to the community. And right now we're doing both food bags and pet bags, because you've obviously got pets that are in need and animal shelters are in need. So if you buy one of those bags in our store, you can put it there and it donates to those local animal shelters. But then food bags that go back to local food banks, both those for $15, and just a great thing to help people that are in need this time of year.
And of course we see that you guys continuing to do that, and I love how you also involve the customers. We certainly saw that with your Hurricane Helene relief. The customers stepped up as well as the corporation.
Yeah, and you know that, you know, $2.1 million. When you think about our vendor partners, our customers, and what ourselves and Eastman Foundation, the NASCAR Foundation, Phoenix Medical all come together, and you know, to be able to give that back to United Ways, and we've been fortunate. We've been involved with them throughout this process, so we know what they're doing behind the scenes and how the money is going to help people, and it's pretty humbling to think about that. But you know, I just assure the customers that when they're giving the money here, we're seeing it go back to the communities, and they are doing the work, and it's helping people, and that's what's most important.
And you're also in the midst of a yearly campaign that y'all do, Race Against Hunger, right in the middle of that right now as well.
Yeah, you know, again, it all stays local.
Yes.
And that's the part that's so beautiful about what we do. You know, we always talk about running the best store in town, and that's all about the communities where we have stores to be successful. And Race Against Hunger, all the money is collected. And for example, here in Johnson City, it stays in Johnson City, and that's what's going to happen throughout the region. And you know, it's over $500,000 that goes back to feeding people, and we thank our customers for that. Can't do it without them, and it's just something that's really important to us, because feeding people is what we do.
And of course, next week we'll be bagging groceries, getting ready for that tradition with United Way, which is always so much fun here in the Food City stores. Chris and I are already going through our, you know, playbook. Make sure we get it all right, what goes in which bags.
Like year 10 of not breaking any eggs. Okay,
that's great.
I got a 10-year streak
Well,
going.
eggs
there was a loaf of bread, though. Remember the loaf of bread?
But I haven't broken any eggs.
You just remember, eggs are expensive right now, so don't break those.
Don't break the eggs. But certainly a lot happening as we get ready to move into a big holiday weekend ahead.
Absolutely, and don't forget, Food City Speedway and Lights.
Oh, yeah.
Again, another way to give back to Speedway Children's Charities, and excited to be partnering with them as well.
All right.
Got a lot to cover today.
We got some ground to cover
Great
today.
tips
Kevin, we
coming
appreciate
up.
you being with us today.
Absolutely. Thank
You're
you
going to
for
stick
being
around,
here.
right? We're talking ham
Yeah.
coming up a little later in the show.
Pratt's ham.
Pratt's ham.
Yes.
All right.
I heard we might even get a few samples.
Oh, we will sample. Absolutely. Yeah.
It's going to be a great show. We're certainly glad that you're joining us today for our very special Thanksgiving show live from Food City.
That's right. Stay right there. We'll be back in just a few moments. Food City is a premier sponsor of Daytime Tri-Cities. Congratulations to the winners in our Valley Forge Wholesale VIP Black Friday shopping spree. The winners are Catherine Taylor from Jonesboro, Barbara Benfield from Elizabethton, Betty Barr from Gray, Debbie Tipton from Gate City, and Beverly DeBoard from Unicoi. Congratulations.
Now, your daytime forecast, sponsored by Tennessee Star's College Savings Program.
Well, the snow is ending here pretty quickly for today, and overall roads have been in good shape in the Tri-Cities. Mountains, a whole different story, though, because of more snow, colder temperatures. There are some slick roads in the mountains today, so there have been several inches of snow, especially in the Blue Ridge Mountains of East Tennessee, North Carolina. So just a little heads up on the differences between the Tri-Cities and into the mountains today. We're up to about 40. We'll see some additional showers, light rain and snow showers developing later today. Again, no accumulation in the Tri-Cities as we are going to be above freezing today and tonight. Kind of a gradual clearing over the weekend. Still a little bit of drizzle Saturday morning. So chilly start to your weekend. But looking into next week, well, Thanksgiving is almost here, and we're going to be on the wet side by Thanksgiving Day.
Welcome back to our Food City Thanksgiving Day special here at the Food City in Johnson City on State of Franklin Road. You know, for the past 20 years, Food City has been a part of the Jonna Berry Toy Drive all across our region. And this morning, I am joined by Joan Berry, the mother of Jonna. How you doing, Joan? This is a milestone year for this toy drive, 20 years. Mm-hmm. Talk to us about those 20 years of participating in this toy drive.
It's been very special to me over the years. You know, it keeps me busy, and it's a way to honor and remember Jonna and her love that she had for children. So this year it's the need is greater because we will be helping out in the hurricane area that was hit all the way over into western North Carolina. So this year our need is much greater. Let's
talk about Jonna. Tell us about Jonna. She was such a special young lady.
She was, not just because she was my daughter, but she was. Jonna had a great love for children, and that's what she was doing on the night she was murdered. She was wrapping toys for children. And, you know, we were able to deliver those toys to the children, and ever since we have done this toy drive, like you said, for 20 years. And I think Jonna would be, you know, just dancing around heaven because she loved children so good and wanted to. That's what she wanted to dedicate her life to, was working with children.
And like you said, you've expanded the footprint of the toy drive to include some places that hadn't been included before.
Yes, we have. We've expanded all the way down into Knoxville, and we have so many people that have just been wonderful to step up and help give these children a little joy at Christmas and a little hope for the future.
And how is the toy drive going so far this season? How have the collections been so far?
They've been really good. We have been blessed, thank God. We have received a lot of toys, and you still have another week or so to donate your toy at any of the Food City stores. And while you're shopping for your Thanksgiving dinner, just grab a toy and put it in the barrel out front.
And it's easy to do. I mean, you can pick one up somewhere else, bring it in, but you want brand new toys, unwrapped brand new toys.
Right, and the ages from infant to 14.
Right, and we've got to make sure it's really easy to buy for those smaller children, but we've got to remember those teens as well.
They deserve to have a happy Christmas too, you know, so it's kind of difficult to buy for teenagers, but it's out there.
The collections are coming in, but you were saying there is a need for volunteers to help out as well.
We do. We will be after we get all the toys collected and in one location, we need volunteers to help us separate all those toys, get them ready for the organizations and the schools to pick up. Right. So it's quite a big job.
How many organizations are we talking about here?
Oh my goodness. We still have our same organizations, and then we've added on Washington County, Carter County, Johnson County, Unicoi County.
We're talking literally thousands of children.
Lots, yes. Thousands of children, all the way up into Virginia.
Joan Berry, thank you so much.
Thank you.
One of the strongest women I know. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Jonna Berry Toy Drive is going on right now, and it's really simple to get involved. All you got to do is go by your local Food City, find that barrel, put in a brand new unwrapped toy.
All right, well, it is time to talk turkey and ham and all the fixings. We're excited to be here with Executive Chef Tony Mammarella, who makes just the best sides and meats and all the good stuff. You always have great tips. Great to have you.
Great to be here again. Great to be another Thanksgiving.
And of course, we're talking about the big feast, and this is kind of that traditional Thanksgiving meal. And Kevin was talking earlier, if you don't want to do the work, you guys take these orders and have lots and lots of things going out.
We do this exact thing for our customers every day. You have a choice between your ham or your turkey, and then it comes with the dressing and the gravy and the green beans and mashed potatoes. It really simplifies your turkey. If you have that one or two thing that you really are proud of making, that's great, but then this kind of helps you do the other things that gives you the opportunity to not work quite so hard.
Not work quite so hard.
Basically.
I like that.
And we do these hot or cold, so you can get this cold and take it home and just warm it up. You can come in on Thanksgiving Day and actually pick it up hot and just take it home and put it on your table.
Isn't that nice?
Really
you
simple
can just
and great way
throw
to do
it in your dishes and nobody will ever know.
Nope, nobody will ever know.
We like that.
Super simple. We can just serve it up for you.
And you said you can pick which meat you like.
We do. We do a turkey breast, a classic turkey, and a large turkey, and then we also do a spiral slice ham. So those four options are our everyday options for our choices, and then they're all hot or cold. So you can just get a hot meal or a cold meal, super simple to work with. Let us do all the work, and then you can get all the credit.
And of course, those behind the scenes. I mean, they are mashing potatoes, they are making the green beans. There are people back there that are putting all this together.
Basically every day from now until Thanksgiving, because we start doing cold meals, and families and parties and groups start doing cold meals now, and they take them to their work events or their charity events, and it's just an easy way for them to kind of be able to do those things for limited budgets and just convenience. Really is what it boils down to.
We like convenience. Convenience is nice. And then we're going to talk about decking our table.
Yes.
Over here. You've got a great deal. You guys kind of did something similar last year. This has been a huge success. I love that you do this.
It's just a way for us to show how much value you can truly get from our stores with our products. Everything in this buggy, if you buy all the things together, it'll feed 8, maybe more people, and it ends up being about $7 a person. For Thanksgiving, that's really a pretty good deal.
$7 a person, and these are, of course, the groceries that you're going to need if you're making that traditional Thanksgiving meal.
Yes. There's a shopping list downstairs with all the bags. It kind of goes through everything that you need to buy to make that meal deal happen. 2 boxes of mac and cheese, sweet potatoes, cranberry sauce, dressing, green beans, corn, everything you can think of to have that meal work out pretty well for you and be relatively achievable.
And when you do that, you're getting your turkey at a lesser price.
Yes, it does include the turkey with that, and the ad, I believe, is $1.69 a pound for your butterball turkey, and it's actually cheaper than that right now, so better time to get that and take advantage of those extra savings.
All right, and it does include, we're seeing over there, Tony, that pumpkin pie.
It does. There's a pumpkin pie even in there, even has dessert.
And how many people behind the scenes in the kitchen are working to make this kind of an operation successful in all of the Food City stores? It's
about 5 to 7 people per store everywhere we go. And I mean, we have a few smaller stores that may take less and a few bigger stores that take a few more, but most of our stores it's anywhere up to 10 people just to make sure that we have our holiday meals for everybody.
And then on top of that, you've got all the salad stuff out, so people can go ahead and add those other items if they'd like to.
We have plenty of options. There's cranberry salad, there's coleslaw, potato salad. Just depends on how elaborate you want your meal to be or how simple you want it to be. I'm a fan of coleslaw for Thanksgiving. I think a turkey sandwich the next day with coleslaw and cranberry sauce on it is 2 of my favorite things to do, and it's just a great way to have different items out for the holidays.
Now, see, I haven't tried something like that, but I might have to give it a try. Do it the Tony way.
Try it.
I trust you now because everything you've done, whether it's on the track, at the speedway, getting ready for the race, or your Thanksgiving meal, you've always got lots of great tips.
We try to keep everybody fed and happy.
And of course, the other option too, you talk about putting out appetizers before your meal. Charcuterie boards are really popular right now. You guys have an incredible selection of those gourmet cheeses.
We do. The nice part about getting a meal prepared is it gives you time to do some of those other things. So if you wanted to do cheese boards, if you want to do heavy appetizers, if you want to make some desserts or pies yourself, you would then have time to kind of work with those things and make it easier to achieve.
Easier to achieve, which is always that bottom line, always nice if you can enjoy the family. And I know Food City is so much about traditions when it comes to the holidays, and that's true even with your employees. Such a family atmosphere here.
It really is, and you know, Thanksgiving is one of the few days that we do close early for our associates, and if you're going to pick up a meal on Thanksgiving Day, we'd ask that you do it by 2 o'clock because we do close at 3 so that everybody can get home and at least celebrate a little bit with their families. But it's still a great opportunity and a great value for you to be able to take some of the work out of the holiday and actually enjoy the holiday a little more.
And that is the bottom line. We've got our family sitting around the table and counting our blessings.
We do.
Certainly. And I love that you do this. You've got the cheat sheet. You've got the shopping list right here. We can go through, check it all off, get our buggy full.
I mean, that's quite a bit of food in that buggy right there. And, you know.
And how much did you say per person?
It ends up being about $7 per person to feed everybody.
That's great.
I mean, last time I went to McDonald's, it wasn't $7 per person, I promise. So.
I know. And this is much better.
A little bit of option, a little bit of variety.
Yes, absolutely. So. All right, well, whether you would like Food City to do all the work for you or you would like to pick it up cold, you can take it home, throw it in the oven, or you want to do your grocery shopping. Of course, you can look for this at your local Food City. For more information on the deal, you can always check out the website. It is foodcity.com. Tony, happy Thanksgiving to you and your sweet family.
Thank you very much. Have a great Thanksgiving.
All right, we'll be back with more live from Food City right after this.
Welcome back to our daytime special here, our Thanksgiving special here at Food City on the State of Franklin Road in Johnson City. And right now I'm joined by the store manager here, Jacob Ratliff. Jacob, good to see you again, my friend.
Good morning, Chris. Glad to be here.
Let's talk about you. We were talking about earlier with Kevin and with Tony over there about making things easier on folks during the holiday season. You all have got that covered right here at Food City.
Absolutely. So to kind of tag on to Chef Tony, everything he showed you can be ordered online in multiple different manners at your convenience, whether that's through our curbside service. You pull up to the curb or to a parking spot, we can bring those meals out to you at your convenience.
Right. That curbside pickup, it was formerly known as Go-Kart. It's curbside pickup. It's very simple. You just go online, order the things that you normally would pick up in person, and those shoppers from Food City will take care of the rest.
And we'd like to add on a little personal touch to that. You know, our shoppers will communicate with substitutions or questions or things that don't make sense, just to make sure that our customers get what they're looking for.
And online ordering is very simple. I mean, it really is. It is very, anybody can do it. I mean, it is going to make life a lot easier for folks during the holidays.
People are strapped for time.
Right.
Whether that's you can order on your phone, on a mobile app, you can order on your computer at work. We get folks who are very much ordering at work to pick up afterwards. Maybe it's on their lunch break.
And let's talk about, there's different ways. There's other like on e-commerce websites and things that actually work with Food City as well.
Yeah, so we're partners with DoorDash,
right,
with Uber Eats, and with Instacart on our home delivery service to where they deliver it to your house.
When folks call in, walk us through that process. So they've got their phone, they're at work, they want to pick up on the way home. Talk us through that process from the online ordering till it gets to their car.
So they create an account, select the store, select their time slot, so they can say maybe they want 5:15. Okay. You select your order. We shop it. We communicate with you on if there's any questions or things that don't make sense or a substitution, something like that. Then you let us know when you're here via text message or the app, and we'll bring it out to you curbside.
And it's just, you know, I've watched those shoppers here, and they're very meticulous. They are very particular about what they're doing when they're shopping for those folks.
You know, when we train folks here, I want you to shop like you're buying your own.
Right.
You know, with that, so you're picking out someone's produce, you're picking out their meal for dinner that night, and then it's important to be picky about that.
Yeah, and you know, we say all the time, you're picky about produce, you're picky about everything when it comes to that online ordering and making sure everybody gets exactly what they need.
Absolutely, that's very important.
And talk to me about, in this day and age, you know, and this is something new that I think came along during the pandemic. It really blew up during the pandemic, but now everybody sees the ease and the convenience of it, and it's hung around, and it gets better and better all the time.
I think convenience is key.
Yes.
You know, that's things as simple as DoorDash. You know, if you're at home and you need a box of medicine,
right,
you can DoorDash that.
Right.
If you're not able to leave your home for whatever reason.
And I know that, you know, unfortunately, COVID's still around a little bit. We've got flu going on. If you're sick and you need something, this is a great way to take care of it. You don't have to leave the house.
Absolutely. I've used it myself personally.
Absolutely. I have too. Jacob Ratliff, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Chris.
Folks, they're making it easy for you here with that curbside pickup and online ordering. You can do all of that. And it starts by going to foodcity.com.
We're taking a live look at our great crowd this morning here as we're live at Food City with our Thanksgiving special, talking about all the things to get you and your family ready for the big holiday. And now we're talking about some of the produce items. We've got Skylar Leonard here with us, and thank you so much for getting this all set up for us.
Oh, did it all myself. Did it all myself. Every time I do it all myself.
Okay, I see. Yeah. He's got a whole team over there like, wait a minute. No, I'm just teasing you. Hey, you've got some great ideas. One of the things I love, especially this time of year, because there's so much to do in the kitchen, is all the shortcuts that you have in your produce section.
Yeah, we have a variety of stuff in the shortcut section. You know, we've got some pre-prepared pans for any kind of sidecar items you add to your meal. We've got great little additions that are like a quick go. You don't want to have to worry about cutting the onion or the celery or getting your stuff and mix ready for your turkey. We got all that available for you. Any kind of soup starters. I know this time of year soup starters are a big deal, so we got a Mirepoix, which is like a general soup starter for most any kind of ingredients when it goes to making a soup. We've got some roasters there, some sweet potatoes. You know, we've got different little things, different little healthy snacks. And you know, sometimes when you're eating Thanksgiving, you know, before, because generally some people eat later in the afternoon or early in the morning. Most people don't want to do two other meals during the day.
You get one meal that day.
Yeah, one good meal. One good meal. But we've got some pre-prepared trays here for us today. You know, we got fruit and veggie trays, so that's a nice little addition to just pick that up as you're preparing. That way you don't have to worry about feeding everybody throughout the day.
Yeah, they can snack.
They can snack.
Right.
They can snack.
Yes, and I love that you do like the sweet potatoes and the butternut squash, because that is so hard to peel and chop, and you'll even season it.
Oh yeah, when our folks, they do a really great job. You know, they cut all that stuff fresh every day. They go out there and they get the best items that they can. We sit there, and I know for a lot, we get used to it though. We sit there and cut it and trim it up all day, so it's nothing for us, but we don't mind helping you all out to be ready for the holidays.
That's so nice of you, Skylar. I know Skylar got up at about 4 a.m. to get all this celery chopped.
I'm telling you, y'all working me down.
You crack me up. I love it. Okay, and then we're talking about the cranberries, because you've got all these ready to go, and a lot of people saying that when you've got them out and you've got them available, now's a great time to
Oh yeah, and they last quite a bit. And this week actually we've got our cranberries on sale BOGO, and I think it'll also cross into every next week. We'll also have them BOGO, and I know people will generally go ahead and grab them even for Christmas, because some people get them for Christmas now too, so they get both the holidays knocked out now.
That's nice. That's nice. And you've got your fruit baskets. Skylar's been working so hard on the fruit baskets as well. Putting those apples and bananas in there.
Oh yeah, and we customize those to suit anybody's needs. Some people like them for sick people in the hospital. I know this time of year you generally have some sick people in the hospital, so you know, people want to put cakes or crackers or any kind of additions to the baskets. We can do that. It's a slight upcharge, but I mean, it's not bad for all the fruit and any kind of additions that you want in the basket.
And I know sometimes you've got those homemade candies over there. You can throw some of those in there. You know,
oh yeah,
everything in moderation.
Everything in moderation.
I'll eat the banana, but can I have a no bake on the side?
That's right. We got to balance it out.
And these are something that you guys have been doing for many years, very successful.
Many years, and we've got a variety of different sizes, as you can see right there on our little list, and we've got those available inside the store. They'll list the prices, what's in them. You know, there's always an associate on the sales floor where you can put your order in. Our folks are ready to take any orders. We do big groups too, churches, any kind of thing like that. We'll have people come in and order 20 or 50 different baskets.
Oh,
you know,
wow.
So.
Okay. Well, I guess you better get busy.
I better get back to it, right?
All right. Hey, for more information, of course, on all the different shortcuts, roasters, produce section, you can always look for Skylar here in your local produce department here in Johnson City, or you can check with the others at your local Food City. Skylar, always fun to have you on the show.
Always a great laugh to come on.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Skylar. It's a daytime holiday shopping special so big we couldn't fit it into just 1 hour.
We're hitting the road and checking out local downtowns ahead of Small Business Saturday.
Tune in for Daytime's Downtown Holiday Shopping Showcase as we fill our shopping bags in Abingdon, Bristol, Elizabethton, Johnson City, Jonesboro, and Kingsport.
Don't miss Daytime's Downtown Holiday Shopping Showcase, a special 2-hour edition of Daytime Tri-Cities, Friday, November 29th at 9 a.m.
All right, welcome back to Daytime Tri-Cities, our live Thanksgiving special. I don't know how I got this part of the assignment, talking about all the meat, but poor Chris is like, what happened? I know, I must have drawn the right straw.
Chris don't know what he did wrong.
I know, he's
in
trying to
trouble.
figure it
Yeah.
out. We've got Kevin Stafford, and we're also adding Alan Abrams to talk about just some of the different options, of course, in the meat department. Cannot wait. But I know, Kevin, you're really excited about the Pratt's ham. That is tradition here at Food City.
Tradition at Food City, tradition in Kingsport, but obviously earlier this year we had the opportunity with Pratt's restaurant, catering, and hams going out of business. We had the opportunity to buy that as a company, so now Food City is the proud owner of Pratt's, at least the hams that you'll see in the stores, and we're going to continue that tradition. It's a 40-year tradition. And we're glad that we can carry that on. You think about some of the things we've had the opportunity to do over the years, whether it's Kay's ice cream or Kern's bread or Terry's potato chips. And now this is kind of another one from a legacy standpoint that our folks in the Tri-Cities will be able to get Pratt's hams in 8 of our store locations this year. So excited for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then we'll come back at Easter as well.
And I know that is one of the things you've heard from the community, like a big gratitude, thank you for keeping. That's kind of been their tradition.
Yeah, and you know, people are so thankful for the fact that they can come in the store and buy one of our Pratt's hams, whether it's the half spiral sliced or the boneless ham. And then this year we also have the cranberry salad back, and maybe some more treats coming soon. But I want you to try it because it is a premium ham, and obviously the premium ham is a great thing. You know, people say, well, you know, it's Food City. Is it going to be any different? Well, we have the same people that were at Pratt's. You think about taking the same people, then adding our meat experts to it, and our Q Smoker people are helping out a little bit, and Steve Holloway and his team, which is Alan's part of that team. You think about taking a classic favorite like Pratt's hams and adding Food City and their expertise. It's pretty good.
It is really good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And you know, most people think no to cranberry salad. Don't like it, hate it.
You either love it or you hate it, I feel like.
This is different. This is like a dessert.
Okay.
Absolute
so
dessert. Yeah,
I've not tried it.
Mm-hmm.
And you were, well, that is good.
Yeah, it's dessert. Yeah, so I know Chris
is it like, it's got like a Jello maybe in it? It's like really good.
I don't know what they put in it, but it is absolutely amazing. And you know, I know Chris and Tony
very
good, they're going to talk about desserts later.
Yeah.
This is dessert. Ham, cranberry salad.
This is your plate right here. Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving to
Absolutely. But, oh wait, there's more. And we'll let Alan talk about that.
I mean,
I'm going to eat.
You eat your ham and your cranberry salad.
Mm-hmm.
Alan, this table is so impressive.
Thank you.
I have to ask, this is the one I think Chris had his eye on over here. Tell me a little bit about what you've done over here.
So that is a bone-in standing rib roast that we've prepared. Comes tied. You can either cut the bone on or cut the bone off.
Okay.
Retie it for convenience for the customer, or eat roasted as is. It's certified Angus beef, which we are a proud purveyor of. So it's a center plate for the table and pretty special.
And then over here,
It's
This
a,
looks
por-
amazing.
a pork
It's
crown
beautiful.
roast.
Yeah.
So it's similar to the beef. Obviously, it's pork, but not. It's a non-traditional item that some people really do like to eat during the holidays.
Yeah.
We offer that also. We do smaller, any size kind of portion you'd like to do for that. So whether you've got a huge family or just feeding a few, we can accommodate that.
And these look delicious.
Also non-traditional, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's a stuffed turkey breast. So if you're just feeding a few people, not everybody's family is gigantic, but you can cover all the needs.
And I also like that you did the party trays. You can
Yep.
put those out because again, Thanksgiving is the one meal.
Thanksgiving is an all-day affair in
It's
some
a-
houses, right? You start
right.
early and end late. So
Absolutely. So something like this.
So
well,
we've got seafood party trays. That's a lot of different combinations of seafood, from shrimp and crab to seasoned to plain, ready to eat. Take it with you on the go.
That's beautiful.
Same thing, thank you. Same thing as a sushi platter we've got there, available in many different flavors. If you only like a couple kinds of sushi, we can do that. If you want 10 on there, we can also do that. Just we're real custom. So.
And Alan, like Skylar, you've been down there just
yeah,
all by yourself, putting all this together.
It's all me. Yep, I get all the credit.
Well, Kevin, a lot of fun. This is delicious. You are right. You've been enjoying.
And I say too, if the Pratt's ham isn't your thing, the Food City spiral sliced ham is amazing.
Yeah,
Brown
it's also
sugar,
very good.
honey glazed, obviously available in our stores, and we even have the Clifty Farm country ham. I know there's a lot of people out there. If Clay's watching, he loves
ham.
it. So take advantage of all those
Salty.
options. Yeah.
All right, lots of different options here for your meat and your centerpiece. It is time now. We're going to toss it over to Chris. He's talking about the sweet stuff. I think we switch swapped today.
We got dessert.
Yeah.
Got drawn into that conversation over there, Tony, and I tell you what, I would love to see that standing rib roast over there in a smoker.
I'll tell you, for Christmas coming up, maybe we'll cook one of those for
Oh,
you.
I like where your mind's at.
We'll work on that. So.
But they were talking about having, starting, when folks start arriving at your home for Thanksgiving Day, you want to have something out for them to start with, and you got some great party trays over here. Get people started, kind of a little appetizer as well.
Party trays are a great way to kind of start things without having to do a lot of work.
Right.
The day before Thanksgiving is actually one of the busiest restaurant days of the year because everyone comes into town, everybody comes back into town. These are a great option if you want to just pick a few of these up and have them at the house for those surprise guests or those early guests coming in. Italian stacker trays, we have our vegetable trays and fruit trays are really simple. Chicken tenders, you get them hot or cold. Chicken wings, hot or cold. And then our sub tray is really a great family favorite, and kind of gives you the options. There's ham, turkey, roast beef, and then you can kind of build it yourself as you need to or want to go with it.
And if you've never gone to your Food City Deli department and tried some of their sandwiches here, they are on point. They are really good sub sandwiches.
We really take pride in our sandwich program and changing the way we went from those old, really simple kind of bun fill sandwiches to really taking and making an artisan sandwich, an artisan line with our products.
And you've got amazing meats and cheeses in those. And then we were, like Amy and I were saying, we're going to switch over to the sweet side of things because I'm going to tell you something. When you go into the bakery department here at your local Food City, your sweet tooth is gonna jump on you. It really is.
Really, this time of year is fantastic for our bakery side because we really pride ourselves on all the sweetness that we do. I mean, we have everything from very traditional pumpkin pies.
Oh yeah,
we have pecan pies, but then we also have broken them down a lot smaller. We do quarter pies and half pies.
Yes.
Listen, there's lots of people who will say I want a quarter of this and a quarter of something else, just because it's easier to buy 4 or 5 different flavors.
Got those out there.
You may not want to buy 4 whole pies, so you could buy half a peach, which is one of my favorites, and you could buy a quarter pumpkin pecan kind of thing and get multiple flavors out for your tables, and it really helps with variety.
And those fruit pies like the peach, I tell everybody, I've told it on the show here before, you all have the most amazing blueberry pie. I mean, it is really, I bought one last night at my Food City in Boones Creek, and it's about half gone.
It's about half
gone, but you all put such great work and effort into what goes into those pies.
Baking them fresh, daily, especially this time of year. We bake them around the clock to keep the supplies out. Our cakes and candy, same thing. We're constantly making and decorating and all those types of things, and it really just gives you the opportunity to simplify your holidays with something that's a good quality, fresh made product.
The candy program and everything that you all put into those homemade candies here at Food City, everything from those no bakes, you got peanut butter chocolate no bakes, pinwheels, all different kinds of candy,
Buckeyes, chess bars.
And you can put it together any way you want to.
We have trays downstairs that have 4 or 5 varieties on it. You can buy the individual little portions of 6 or 8 or 10 different candies and take it home and put it on your own platter, your own tray, and kind of give the assortment that you're really looking for your own type.
And I see people all the time walking by the cake display. okay, and just oohing and awing over the different types. And you've got cakes from very small cakes for like maybe 1 or 2 people, all the way up to feeding an entire family with a cake.
We do. We do our torte cakes and our bar cakes, which are slightly different.
Right.
But then we have our rounds, and we have singles and doubles, which really gives you some variety. We also started doing our half double layers, and that kind of, again, goes back to that giving you choice. You can get 2 or 3 half cakes and keep the variety that you want without having to spend a fortune and buy a few whole cakes.
So you got the entire day covered. We've talked about the entire day for Thanksgiving. It is really on point here at Food City.
We appreciate it, and we really try to be your one-stop shop for everything.
All right, Chef Tony Mammarella. Folks, if you got a sweet tooth, they have got what you need at your local Food City. We'll be back with more Daytime Tri-Cities coming up in just a few moments.
All right, welcome back. We have given you all kinds of great ideas for your Thanksgiving feast. And of course, as we all sit around the table, now it's time to talk about the beautiful centerpiece. And we're here with Missy Yates from the floral department. And you guys always do an incredible job. It has to be a fun time of year.
Oh, it is. It is. And it's so busy. And just helping the customers and doing creative things and something different with the beautiful fall colors. It's just amazing.
That is one thing I love on the Thanksgiving table. We get to have our kind of the last bit of our browns and our oranges and those deep reds that you see when it comes to fall.
Yes. Yeah, don't forget the purple.
Oh, and the purple.
I love purple.
Yes, and you've made some just to kind of give us an idea of some of the wonderful things you can do. And I was looking at all the different ones that you guys put together now. A lot of mixing and matching.
Yes, there is. A lot of creativity there. We've got roses, your hydrangeas, snapdragons, you got your spray roses, just all sorts of things.
And the presentation, lots of different ways to do it. I love this glass bowl.
Everybody's got their eye on that one. It's beautiful.
That one is beautiful. And then a lot of people love the traditional with the candle in the middle.
Yeah, they are absolutely something that people come in and look for, and we do a different variety with or without candles. You can do 2 candles or bigger, whatever you want.
Depending upon your table size, how many guests you're going to have. And I love something like this, using our different plants.
Yes, it is. This is actually just like a little turkey form. It's metal. It's metal, and then this little thing down here, this form, and we just make it like a cake is basically what it's like.
So
but it's just got we use the cake form to just construct the turkey in, and just something different.
Oh my goodness.
It's cute.
And I love this one. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, the Capricorn, it has the spray roses, and then we can add the fresh fruit. You see the pears here. It's just so cute.
Wonderful ideas, Missy. What is this time of year like for you as you're kind of launching Thanksgiving, but then we know the minute Thanksgiving is cleared away and the dishes are done, it kind of flips over to Christmas?
Yes, and we're full steam with that as well. We're, already getting our poinsettias in and getting the Christmas looks in the stores and just candy arrangements, everything.
Yeah, and seeing that over here as well.
Yeah, the poinsettias.
And one of the nice things, if you are going to someone's home for Thanksgiving, lots of different options, different price points if you want to do a nice host gift.
Yes, ma'am. You've got your fresh arrangements, you've got potted plants. There's all sorts of options. If you want to customize something, we can do that as well, like little gift boxes or something of that nature.
Oh, wonderful. And Missy will tell us how to take care of it so
Absolutely.
it will last.
Yes, we will. All the information you need.
All right. Well, a lot of wonderful ideas for our Thanksgiving table. Missy, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Amy.
Hey, we're going to take a break. We're back to wrap up our show right after this. All right, as we wrap up our very special Thanksgiving show here from Food City, we want to announce our Thanksgiving dinner giveaway winners. Kevin, are you ready?
I'm ready. I got 11 winners, and Kenny Hawkins isn't here not to give them to me.
We take care of y'all daytime.
You do. Daytime, y'all are great. Kenny learned something here. All right, here we go. Judy Alford from Johnson City, Kimberly Worthy from Elizabethton, Timothy Bobbitt from Bristol, Mickey Webster from Greenville, Donna Fagan from Elizabethton, Tim Brummett from Elizabethton, Fred Arnold from Abingdon, Junior Eastridge from Mountain City, Patty Alley from Churchill, Brian Smith from Bristol, and Tammy Miles from Elizabethton.
All right.
Congratulations.
Congratulations on all those medals.
And of course, 11 winners, and we do this every Thanksgiving, probably doing it again at Christmas time, so they can look forward to that as well.
A little ham dinner coming up at Christmas time. Yeah,
Very
looking forward to that. Hey, we've had a great time here today. Looks like it may be snowing just a little bit more, just getting us more in the mood for Thanksgiving.
And we have to say, I'm so impressed. We were a little bit worried that perhaps with the snow in the forecast, people might not show up, but look, they were lined up before we started the show at about 8:15.
Give yourselves a hand for being here today.
And Chris, we always talk about where people come from to be part of the show, and we've got a lot of people where this is their first live show. If this is your first show, raise your hand.
Raise your hand. Let's see.
That's fantastic. So thank you to everybody for coming out. It means a lot to all of us.
And thanks to Food City. We so enjoy getting out to the local food cities and seeing what's going on, because y'all have great, beautiful stores, and it's very inviting to come in here and get ready for Thanksgiving.
Well, you know, I think our stores love it. They love to welcome you guys in, and they're so proud, and they should be. And I think they're showing off. I like it.
We appreciate you, Kevin.
Hey, thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you to our huge production team for setting this all up. Have a great weekend, everybody.
See you, everyone.
Closed captioning for Daytime Tri-Cities sponsored by American Tours and Charters. Content segments during Daytime Tri-Cities were paid for by Food City, General Morgan Inn, Tennessee Stars. Premier sponsors of Daytime Tri-Cities include the General Morgan Inn, Brumley's Restaurant, the Niswonger Foundation, and the Niswonger Performing Arts Center.
Today's look brought to you by professional stylist Aslan Edwards. Wardrobe by Aslan Hope Collection, located in downtown Johnson City.